It's Tim and Bob up in here. That's right.
My name is Joey G, and this is my presentation on the hip-hop and R&B production super duo, Tim and Bob. Tim Kelly and Bobby Robinson are two-time Grammy Award winners. They have produced tracks for the biggest names in pop, hip-hop, and R&B over the past 18 years, some of whom they've discovered, mentored, and even developed. The duo has produced records that went on to sell over 200 million copies worldwide. Tim and Bob are placed among the most consistent urban producers over the past 2 decades, earning a spot in Billboard's top 10 of producers every year since 1998. They met at a music store in Peoria, Illinois. The two heard each other play and were both super impressed. After that, Tim invited Bobby to his home where he had a basement studio. The team worked together from that day on. They put together over 100 tracks and were eager to make it in the industry, so they packed up and headed out to follow their dream. The team moved to Chicago, then Detroit, then to New Orleans. After years of honing their skills and when they felt they had enough material to play with the big boys, they headed to Atlanta, Georgia. They caught a meeting with the biggest producer of the time, Dallas Austin. All right, Bobby. Yeah, thanks so much. Yeah, no problem. I'll send you the finished link. All right, cool. Tell Tara I said hey. All right, man. So I just had a phone interview with Bobby Robinson. Hey, Bob, I'm looking at some of these names that you have produced, and the list is pretty impressive. I mean, Mary J. Blige, Usher, Boyz II Men, Nas, Bobby Valentino, TLC. I mean, the list goes on and on.
Yeah. It's funny, sometimes I think about some artists we worked with, and I'm just actually very humble.
So what is a typical day like in the studio? I mean, do you go into work 8 in the morning and get home at 5 at night?
You know, it kind of doesn't end when you leave the studio. Like, for instance, when Tim isn't in the studio, he's always constantly buying records or sampling drum sounds or sampling loops. You always find me playing the guitar, constantly working, even though we're not working. It just becomes a part of your day.
Now, to change gears just a little bit, talk about TV. Right now, I mean, as you know, television is made up of mostly reality TV. And you guys just recorded a reality show called The Producer's Diary. What was the inspiration for that, and what's the status?
Well, the inspiration was, a couple friends of ours came to us, and they were very much into this. Then the more we thought about it, we said, this could be an opportunity for us to, help some guys coming up the way we came up. When we drove down to Atlanta with, $50 trying to meet Dallas Austin.
I love the fact that such huge stars are still creating projects that are designed to inspire young and eager and upcoming producers like they once were. So take a look at Tim and Bob's Producer's Diary.
First of all, welcome to Producer's Diaries. It's your man Tyrese.
Work it, make it, do it, makes us harder, better, faster, stronger.
Hey, what's up? I'm Tim, and this is Bob right here. And we're the production team known as Tim and Bob. Biggest hit of our career, the Thong song, no doubt. It's number 1 in England and Madrid. I want to show. We're going to talk to some of everybody, the hottest producers in the game. And this is... Stay right there.
Producer's Diary looks really, really fun. It shows just how much work actually goes into a record before the artist even gets there to lay down their vocals. There's also a lot of work to do after the artist leaves as well, with mixing and then ultimately mastering the record. Bobby told me that it is different every time, and sometimes they'll even write a song right there from scratch in front of the artist. He likes when that happens because the studio becomes more of a creative entity of sorts, and the finished product then becomes more fulfilling. I like the fact that even though Tim and Bob are both super successful as music producers, they still want to expand their horizons. In our conversation, Bobby explained to me that creative people are just that, creative. If you're a poet, you're not always just thinking about poetry. If you're a painter, you're not always just thinking about paintings. You're always getting inspiration from everything that you do. I think creative people are inspiration magnets. I mean, I'm always writing, whether it be my stand-up comedy or screenplays or just random ideas. I'm always sponging up inspiration. I asked Bobby if he could sum up him and Tim's career, and he said, anything is possible. Just believe that. You never know when your next blessing will come. It's the times that you think are so horrible that make you want to quit, but just know that something will come along and it'll change your life forever. He told me to be the living example of anything is possible. If you put the work in, you put in the sacrifice, if you stay focused and stay committed, it has to happen. It just has to. Well, Bobby, I believe you. Well, I hope you enjoyed my presentation on the production team of Tim and Bob. I hope it was informative as well as entertaining. I do want to say thanks so much to Bobby Robinson for taking the time and talking with me, and to his wife, Tara. Tara actually is the reason why I am a performer today and an aspiring filmmaker. She brought me out of my shell when I was about 14 or 15 years old and helped me become what I am today. So thank you so much, Tara, for all of that. Well, thanks again. Have a great day. Here are my references.
This is the dream team, man. People who are losing their mind.